sulam boadriti lupshu. Flubi samsam wat chubi lubi. Yeah, wat chubi sam wat luzi grufu. Woohoo! Hey!
Hello!
Walubi? Fuzu?
Randly poo.
Oh! Hello!
Oh.
Whoa!
What chubi woobi salubi lubi fru free! Moody lu piwa lamba noob! Nubi sam we drilla! We lagi zu win from nubi lazafu! Ha!
Whoa!
Lamaga bil blue sabizam. Glaboni rune for whom?
Okay. You know, I was definitely considering this being a yet another Phantasy Star video because I did see the headline and stuff like that, and it's, well, it's nice for a change. And to briefly talk about Phantasy Star, I think what killed it for me for a bit is that, you know, early leaks. I think when it comes to leaks in a game like that, it can kill your mood. Because now you're just waiting now. Waiting and waiting and waiting. But we're tired of waiting. I got absolutely tired of waiting. I wanted to do something else. Definitely. Okay. But other than that, let's try to enjoy this game.
Rowley told Farini Bazarn. Baluzi Rooney Faram Glabeni. Ruam Lamaga bil blue sabizam.
Alright, and to give you a quick, like, I know you're probably thinking, what is this character? You didn't really have time to see me draw it whatsoever because most of the drawings might take 20 to 30 minutes, even something as low grade as this and stuff like that, and, well, let's just say that while the drawing program is, I mean, we're talking about drawing on a stick. Of course that's awkward. You would have so much trouble trying to keep a straight edge. Like, that's normal. That's totally normal. What isn't normal is the fact that PlayStation actually has some form of, like, drawing. You know? That's really rare. I think it's the only game that does that. Well, aside from the draw box and stuff like that, but, you know. They don't actually let you draw and create stuff. This one actually lets you draw and create stuff. I mean, sure, it couldn't go through the trouble of giving you an eraser button because, my gosh, if there was a fourth game and they gave you an eraser tool, and I can understand the beauty of having a rewind tool, but an actual eraser tool, oh my goodness. That'd be a bit much. People would be making it very, very detailed, but it's not supposed to be detailed. They're just stick figures.
Baluzi Rooney from Glabeni.
I'm not done. What am I not done with? It's the... Why is that highlighted? Come on, man. I already doused that thing with water. They don't tell you... Well, they do tell you this, but I'm gonna do this early anyway.
Blue Sabizam. Baluzi Rooney from Glabeni.
I know it sounds so ridiculous to talk about the voice acting in a game that obviously makes... Like, super weird to talk about this sort of thing.
Lamaga Blue Sabizam.
And my control's drifting.
Ilam Rowley told Farini Fazarn.
And yes, I have played this game before too and gave it a review. I mean, I'm still gonna stick with my review, by the way. I mean, my opinion's still gonna stay. And if you don't know what my opinion is, I'm gonna save it for later because I don't really want to kill the mood just yet, in all honesty. Like, for some of you, this might be your first playthrough. Well, the first time you actually seen my content. But I'll save it for the end. Or you might see it early, it just depends.
Rowley told Farini Fazarn. Lamaga Blue Sabizam.
The best thing I can really say is that, you know, some games just have features you don't like, and some games... It's like the opposite of a game that it's really good but has one really annoying mechanic that just absolutely takes you out of the game. And then you have other games that have, like, very questionable mechanics because they can be compared to with the sequel, but have one really amazing mechanic that, you know, nothing else has, you know, and it's like, wow, well, it doesn't have, like, the mechanic... This mechanic doesn't really exist. Well, technically it does in some customization games. Modeling, sure.
Lamaga Blue Sabizam.
I mean, I could seriously play a Mario game, actually, right about now. Alright, I'm actually more concerned about what they're gonna... Alright, so I'm gonna try to draw with this controller. Usually I switch controllers because this thing is, like, kind of annoying to make controls with. So, let's see... Gosh, I hope I didn't mess this up. Okay, that's gone. And you do get more colors if you play through the game. He's already red. Let's just make it green. Let's back up. I won't take too much time, but I will make more detailed pencils later. Actually, let me think for a second. What's a good lizard tail? What is a good lizard tail? I mean, I guess I can get a little fancy with it. Let's see. Let's back up. Oh boy, hold on a second. Okay. I want to apologize for that sudden, well, being off for a bit, but let's be real here. It's something that's just gonna always happen. It's unavoidable. Let's be real here. No point in apologizing for something that's gonna keep repeatedly happening. All the best thing to do is just move on. That's the best thing we can do. Now, with that being said, I do, after this drawing is finished, I do want to go into a little bit of detail about the character I'm using, because it's different from the one that I did before. I know I did a very short playthrough with like a different character of the of a certain female character. Didn't feel like doing that at the time. I wanted to do something else. I wanted to give them a try. A lizard stick figure by the name of Red. And yes, this character is copyrighted from somebody else on DeviantArt. This is such a weird thing anyway. The dude's name is Alex Rain, I think his name is, if I'm pronouncing it right. I mean, a little annoyed that I have to whip out my cell phone just to get the pronunciation of the person's name, because I don't particularly follow them on on DeviantArt. But we had a thing, is all I can really say. It was alright, what it was. I mean, I would say he paid me, but that's kind of a stretch. I mean, getting paid DA points is like getting paid, is like finding, well, nickels and dimes and pennies at a drive-thru, essentially. Like, you're just lucky in that every single day you walk there, you can always find some chump change at someone else's drive-thru. And mind you, somebody else's drive-thru. Like, it's still their money. And I guess after enough time, maybe they could press charges or say something like that. I don't know. And for those who think that's scummy, it's like, I don't know, it's the best thing I can come up with, honestly. Just chill. Not a big deal. But that's the best I can come up with, really. I'm also looking up the guy's name, because again, I really just cannot remember off the top. Okay, Axel Rain. It's like saying Axel. Oh, it actually appears on the hand that it's supposed to be. I wasn't really sure if that was gonna happen. And it's facing the right direction. Oh my gosh, what was the button again? Come on. I forgot already. I forgot. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I've had this problem before in the past. Okay, it's R1.
Jilam Rowley tol Farini Bazarn. Ruam Lamaga Bil Blue Sabizam.
Oh, also another thing too, compared to the second game, this sort of thing didn't happen where the character would literally just, you know, mirror itself. It's a very small detail, but it sure did cause a lot of issue for me at least. It was like, wow, I have to actually make drawings that are even Steven. No matter what direction they're facing, because it'll turn the other direction and just look weird. And of course I had made a lot of characters or met characters that I wanted to do here that original characters, by the way, too. The ones that are usually don't have the same similar look of each other. Yes, you can kill those guys. Which is absolutely silly, by the way. Like, that's normal.
Jilam Rowley tol Farini Bazarn. Ruam Lamaga Bil Blue Sabizam.
Roberta, what's up? Hey!
Alright, cool. This game does have achievements, but honestly, if I just tell you about the achievements, it's gonna like... I don't want to ruin the game for you. You just came to this playthrough. All I'm saying is that the drawing mechanic, as goofy as it is, it has some merit to it. Even if it's just meme related. I mean, I thought it was worth the second time. I mean, it might be shocking that some games are just kinda... I mean, some of the stuff is just kinda... how can I put it? Well, I hate to say that one game is more replayable compared to the other. Because that feels so weird to say. One game being more replayable than the others. But that's a stretch, though. Not all games have to be made like that. Sometimes just having that one playthrough is all that matters. As long as it was a good playthrough. I mean, so what if you don't play it again? You know? And for a normal playthrough, this those gold ink things probably don't mean nothing. Truthfully. Wow, that actually worked. I had to look up the playthrough for that, by the way, too. You don't know. You have no freaking idea the dude shows up, by the way. Otherwise, you wouldn't think you need to go through anything, by the way, like... At the other game, I was able to figure everything out on my own just fine. Like, it was understandable enough. Nothing too outrageous. So the game is immediately established that you're gonna have to go back, you're gonna have to go check some things, and that's just how it is. Like, that's fine. We kinda knew that was a feeling. Stuff would be like that. I'll probably show up how death works in the game because you can imagine it's like the it's the Legos rule. Like, oh, yeah, you die, but you can't whatchamacallit. You die and you lose some gold paint. So like, and saying to buy stuff is kind of a stretch too. Even getting a 3-star on this first stage is like a an achievement too, by the way. What can you get? You can just improve the town a little bit, but so what? Do I get any, like... I forget if I get anything, by the way. I mean, obviously you would think that the blueprints would be something that would be, I don't know, worth getting. I mean, I thought the blueprints were pretty nice. It made it a lot easier to draw this character. Heck, unlock a thing that just offers a grid. I can make my characters off a grid real easy.
Gilam Rowley told Farini Bazarn.
I just...
Room for whom? Baluzi Rooney for Ram Klabeni. Glaboni room for whom? Ruam Lamaga Bil Blue Sabizam.
Stick verse.
Ruam Lamaga Bil Blue Sabizam.
Collect gold ink to repair houses and get quests. Like, that's interesting. Yeah? Very interesting. Let's cut off. Cute. I can't go here yet. Oh, a boss monster. This game is more combat oriented compared to the other one. That's another weird choice. I mean, sure, I do like my combat gameplay and stuff like that, but it... Do we really want it to be the... I mean, but I guess a puzzle really just can't be done multiple ways. At least not all the time. Sometimes that's just kinda how it is, I suppose. I guess. Like, oh boy. I think that's how some supposed to operate. Once you figure out the puzzle, well, there is nothing else left. Green. I'll probably look up all the stuff on YouTube to figure out where all the blueprints and stuff like that, because you do unlock pre-drawn characters. I mean, the other game kind of did it too. At least it gave you pre-drawn armor, which you kind of sort of had to, like, you know, knock down a little bit, because it was kind of an oversight. Like, you weren't going to be able to draw your Stickman too well. Not, at least like the detailed one that I wanted. That knock off a bunch of details. But it's nice to see that, you know, that armor can be so highly detailed. Like, if you really want to go that far. And it's like, how else are you supposed to enjoy the game, right? Okay, I know what the game said. And I can also do this. Huh? Okay. You can get them both at the same time. Because that still slows down time. Yeah, that's right. about that later. It did definitely have some interesting mechanics. They don't mention this, but you can also do this. Apparently that combo damaged them pretty badly. Well, stuns them, I guess is what I should say. He hasn't noticed me yet. But this is what we call combat, by the way. Like, I literally had to take some time to do that in order to get that thing down and take no damage. Not that I would have taken massive damage. Just enough to irritate me. Oops, get back over here. Hope the game doesn't soft lock on me again. Because that was a thing. At least I can tell the I think I can tell the genders of the characters.
Bro Taki Tak Farun Hak Zablumma.
Make water, I've done that before. And there was a hole in it, that's why I didn't stay. I think I took damage. But he's dead, so that's all that matters.
Zoop Zilu Fra Nunifu. Supisu Watu Baru.
I guess that's like the little lore we're gonna get, that these stick figures could absolutely fight these guys off. If they had the tools. A big if. Like, neat. Okay, let's see. What's next? What was that? Oh, that's what the problem is. And... okay. Whoa, hold on a second. You're cheating. Well, maybe it didn't fall down to the abyss. There is something else there. Alright, I feel like that thing will still get me. That chill thing. Oh yeah, I didn't mention in this. I didn't mention it, but this game doesn't save your cursor. Kind of an annoying thing. Even if your controller doesn't drift, it's still very annoying. I mean, not that you would need to use your right thumbstick at all. So it's just a jump over for right now. That bird. Wow, I get like... game wants to already make sure that I got these abilities now. 2 pins already. I would say this is a very finicky type of ability. Now, it doesn't mention this, but you could do something like, oh, I don't know, water and wind, and get this combination. Get a lightning effect. I mean, too bad all these don't make combos with each other, but even if it were just simple offensive stuff, I mean, come on. You do it so early. Oh boy. He's gonna get back up top somehow. No? Okay. Oh, but you'll get me. Oh, it just opens. Great. I better not take this too seriously. Yeah, sure. Okay. It's out of the way at least. Alright, a little different than what I'm usually used to. That's an easy fix. Like, that's a combo. And yes, these guys will re-aggro on you again. Well, I see wind, but isn't important. We'll see how important it is. Well, I guess if the grass is green, then why not keep eating it? Gotta get that heart container, though. Alright, some of the, rewards are locked behind, that. I forgot about that. And I'm gonna need it for the tank, the final boss. Alright, up I go. I don't think this is important, so we'll go back up here. I actually wasn't sure how long I was gonna do this. Oh boy. How important was this thing? Let's see. I mean, I ain't beyond killing a goat. And I know some of these just have to be reworked again until I need to get all 5 of the abilities. Well, pins. You don't see his grass, huh? Okay. Say. Hey, you're gray. You're the color I need. Guess there's really no point of messing with him because, well, I don't know, there's just no point, right? Oh gosh. Well, now I've got to wait. Somehow I was able to hit him. Nothing. Okay. It at least gave me a reward. Let's try this again. Alright, did I do a quick recap? I already mentioned this little lizard dude's name is Ray. Well, not Ray, but Red. Literally just call it Red. Based on the color of his skin. He's a part of some sort of anthropomorphic animal lizard pirate type comic that some dude named Alex Rain on DeviantArt has. I mean, if you're into lizard men, I guess there's no reason to not check him out, right? I think I could have gone the other way. Even that's highlighting, so... My DeviantArt? Don't worry about my DeviantArt. Worry about his DeviantArt.
Whoa!
I thought I soft locked there. I want to take a look, but I also don't want to... let's see how... This is how common it would go if I just did normal attacking. I mean, I must be clearly near the exit, because I don't think it matters at this point, right? Best thing to do now is just break up free rocks. And collect gold paint. I know this is so weird, isn't it? You have to... Yeah, that's what you get. That one was almost done. Alright, cool. Well, if I do get a human-shaped, well, actually, I already have a human-shaped this blueprint already. So what did I unlock? I mean, that's all I get. Okay. Can I? Okay. I backed up. Alright. Alright, I obviously collected something, right? What in the world was it? missions. Draw one ticket. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, I think that's it. We can't do anything until we get the fire thingy. So, I think the game auto-saves. Yeah, that's about it to this playthrough. It wasn't a whole hour, but hey, the game is lucky even got 40 minutes of my time. Bye!